Old Man Winter is upon us once again, his cold breath threatening to freeze the pipes in our RVs. So today, I'll show you how to winterize your RV using the fresh water tank method. You'll need anywhere from 4 to 6 gallons of RV antifreeze. And do make sure it's RV antifreeze. Anything else is toxic and shouldn't be anywhere near your fresh water tank, as well as a funnel like this. I'll leave a link in the description, and you'll see soon why a funny funnel like this makes sense. First, turn the hot water heater off and make sure your water pump is off. And you'll want that to cool for at least a few hours. If you can't wait that long, just run hot water out of the faucet until only cool water comes out. Otherwise, while that's cooling, you're going to want to drain the water out of your fresh tank. The valve for it could be by the tank itself inside your RV, but it could also be under the RV. Once that's done, close the valve and find the low point drains. These will either look like a couple of pipes with valves sticking out beneath the RV, or they could be inside. For my Freedom Elite, the valves were behind this maintenance panel under the bed. The only reason I know this is because I downloaded the schematics for my RV, which you may consider doing as well if you're having trouble finding them. In mine, there are these funny valves which you pull straight up using the ring. Wait a few minutes while it drains, then close them again. If you have a water heater with a tank, you're going to want to bypass it and drain it. For my Dometic Atwood 6-gallon water heater, there are 3 valves. One is the inlet valve that I shut off. The second is the heater outlet valve, which I also shut off. And the third one is the bypass, which connects the hot and cold water lines, which I open. For reference, the direction of the knob is an easy way to tell at a glance if it's open or closed. If it's parallel like this, that means it's open. You want to bypass your water heater because you don't need to put RV antifreeze in it to keep it safe. It just needs to be emptied of water. Next, on the outside of the RV, provided the water in your heater is now cold, you'll want to remove this plug here. The size of the socket can be anywhere from 15/16 of an inch to 1 1/16 of an inch. Otherwise, a channel lock will also do the trick. Again, careful not to scald yourself here and remove the plug. Then open the pressure release valve, which will greatly accelerate the rate of water coming out. Once no more water is coming out, you can put the plug back in and close the pressure release valve. Next up, you'll want to put about 3 or 4 gallons of RV antifreeze in your fresh water tank and leave about half a gallon in the jug for later. Remember how I recommended that funny funnel? Well, I didn't have one. Here's me trying to fill it with a regular funnel. Here's me trying to fill it with a funnel and an RV hose protector. Here's me losing my mind, cutting the end off of the hose protector because the ends would fit neither the funnel nor the fresh water tank inlet. This did not work either. Eventually, I gave in and used only the mangled hose as a funnel, but as you can imagine, that took a very long time, and I wound up getting soaked in the rain. So the moral of the story, get yourself a funny funnel or suffer the wrath of inconvenience. With the tank filled with RV antifreeze, you can now turn the water pump on. You'll want to go to each water fixture you have and run the cold water until you see pink, followed by the hot water until you see pink. This ensures there's no water in your lines and only RV antifreeze. I continued on to the bathroom with the bathroom sink, followed by the toilet, followed by the shower. With the toilet, make sure you leave a generous amount of antifreeze on the O-ring so it doesn't dry out over the cold season. As a finishing touch, use your remaining half gallon of RV antifreeze to put down all the drains, so that the P-traps are filled with RV antifreeze as well. If possible, drain your gray and black tanks, though no biggie if they have a little water in them, so long as they're not full. Now, your pipes won't freeze. As for storing the RV, here's a few tips. Make sure all your power is completely off, and if possible, your house battery disconnected. Sometimes, the salesman's switch isn't enough to keep the battery from draining. Otherwise, consider investing in a battery tender, at least for your engine compartment. Place a few dehumidifier packs around the RV so it stays dry. Make sure your fridge is fully defrosted, spotlessly clean, and dry. Cover your tires so they don't get dry rot. And if possible, put a tarp over the RV to keep snow off of it. Otherwise, if you experience a heavy snowfall, you should clear snow off of the roof so no inadvertent leaks occur. Occasionally, it may be a good idea to open your windows for a short while to prevent the air from becoming stale. And with this, your RV is adorned with the right stuff to keep Old Man Winter company for the season. Until next time, thank you for watching.